Alright, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan, Batang Maynila to it's. Napanood nyo ba kanina? Ito pong diskusyon dyan po sa House of Representatives, particularly dyan po sa sa Committee on Justice na pinangungunahan ni Beatrix Luistro. Mga kababayan, napanood nyo ba? Kasi kung napanood ninyo, lam na dis. Mga kababayan, lam na dis. Bagamat binitin po ni Congressman Luistro yung botohan kung ito bang impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ay sufficient in substance, parang tila ba alam ko na. Ewan ko kung alam ninyo. Pero ramdam ko. Ramdam lang ba? Nakita ko mga kababayan. Base sa kanilang mga diskusyon, mukhang mababasura ang impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Bagamat ito ay sufficient in form. So kahapon po yun, pinagdiskusyonan kung sufficient ba in form etong dalawang impeachment complaint kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Lumalabas naman, mukhang hindi ito sufficient in substance. Ibig sabihin, kapag hindi sufficient in substance, malamang mabasura itong reklamong impeachment labang kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Gusto niyo ba marinig? Gusto niyo makita? Kasi mga kababayan, halos lahat ng nagsalita, mukhang walang nakitang sustansya. Walang nakitang dahilan para ituloy ang impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, lalong-lalo na itong si former Senator Leila de Lima. Ang galing. Ang galing pa rin ni Leila de Lima, grabe. Magaling talaga to si Leila de Lima. Talagang nagipit lang ito nung panahon ni Duterte. Pero talagang napakagaling ni former Senator Leila de Lima at ngayon ay party list representative. So nandiyan po siya kanina at talagang kitang-kita mo yung galing niya sa mga legal na mga bagay, lalong-lalo na may kinalaman dito sa impeachment complaint. So ito, pakinggan ninyo mga kababayan yung ilan sa mga congressman na gusto na talagang ibasura ang reklamong impeachment laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ito yung nangyari bago matapos yung kanilang hearing kanina dyan po sa Committee on Justice. Ito, panoorin po natin.
Next is the Honorable Lord Suwan.
Madam Chair, the body of the complaint does not contain any express provision in the ICI's charter that limits investigations only to political opponents, nor does it contain any instances of limiting of any instances or policy or rule exempting allies. In fact, I remember that even the President's son was summoned to the ICI. Nor does the complaint state any rule by the ICI which bars or obstructs any investigation against allies. And I have seen several instances in which supposed allies of the President were summoned to the ICI. To emphasize, the President has the authority to create ad hoc investigative bodies to ensure faithful execution of our laws. And saying so, the ICI is only a recommendatory and fact-finding body. Furthermore, allegations of political targeting are only speculative, and bad faith cannot be presumed. They must be proven with particularity.
The Honorable Garbin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The establishment of such body like the ICI falls within the President's executive and administrative discretion, which we have constantly regarded as political question and which is outside the ambit of this honorable body. Be that as it may, the complaint likewise does not allege ultimate facts showing abuse, unlawful purpose, or concrete acts of favoritism directly attributable to the President. absent specific evidence demonstrating selective enforcement or deliberate shielding of particular individuals through identifiable presidential acts, the allegations, Madam Chair, remains conclusory and cannot sustain a finding of an impeachable offense.
Thank you. Any other member?
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Abante.
if I would like to give my own manifestation on this.
Is this on the fifth
Hindi-
offense?
Ano po yun?
Is that on the fifth offense?
Yes, yes.
You may proceed, Honorable Abante.
Although the ICI should have been given more powers to investigate and to subpoena na hindi po nangyari. Ito pong si Attorney Andre De Jesus. Hindi ko alam kung anong klaseng abogado ito. Pero nakakahiya naman doon sa members ng ICI na magaling mag-imbestiga at para bang sila din po ay nagkasala din at nagkamali rin sa taong bayan. I just would like to say na walang kwenta po itong sinasabing itong tinatawag natin na respondent created the ICI to shield corrupt allies. Siguro po, kung siya ang presidente, gagawin niya yun. But the thing is this, no, ha? Palagay ko talagang wala na pong sufficient grounds tong impeachment na ito. Dapat talaga ibasura na ho natin ito sa lalong madaling panahon. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair.
Ayan, no? Narinig nyo kay Congressman Abante. Dapat ibasuran to sa lalong madaling panahon. Kaya sigurado, nako, mag-area ka mga DDS dito kay Abante. Galit na galit ang mga DDS kay Abante. Ang mga kababayan. So, gustong-gusto na ibasura ni Congressman Benny Abante itong impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kasi yung 5 sinasabi nila na pwedeng grounds for impeachment wala po hindi nila kayang patunayan. Puro kumbaga para wento. Wala wenta. So ayan, sabi ni Abante, ibasura na natin itong impeachment complaint na ito. Ito pa mga kababayan.
Madam Chair,
Honorable Abante, let us be cordial to our complainants.
Madam Chair.
Nonetheless, we recognize the Honorable Erice.
Madam Chair, nakakaasar na rin po kasi.
All your manifestations are noted.
Madam Chair, I would say that the ICI is a complete failure. As evidenced by the resignations of the 2 members of the ICI. Pero hindi po nakakahulugan ito na ang Pangulo ay ginawa ito para pagtakpan yung kanyang mga allies. Ito po ay isang speculation at isang conclusion rather than a fact. So, Madam Chair, I don't think that this is a sufficient basis to impeach a president. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Orice. The Honorable Vice Chair Dumogan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think we had lengthily discussed the 5 grounds of the DHISO's
Correct.
impeachment complaint, and if we are ready, let us now vote on this.
You would like to vote already?
Yes. Unless
We
will have
acknowledge
it
the
tomorrow.
contribution of all the members
Okay.
for having this exhaustive and lengthy discussion on whether or not the recital of facts actually constitute an offense determinative of the jurisdiction of the Justice Committee, no? We've heard significant discussions on the needed ultimate facts, that there must be specific details for us to be able to substantiate the offense which constitute the ground for impeachment. We've heard also discussion about the need for authenticity of not only the records but even the video. We've heard also about the need for personal knowledge with respect to the allegations of the facts in the impeachment complaint, as well as the nexus, which was repeatedly mentioned by the Honorable De Lima. It's not enough that the impeachable offense or the impeachable official is guilty of an offense. That offense must constitute a ground for impeachment, no? I hope that all our significant discussions will be used by the honorable members of the committee when we vote on whether or not the impeachment complaint of De Jesus is sufficient in substance. In that regard, I wish to share to the committee that the chair is in receipt of request to do the voting on the sufficiency in substance of De Jesus' complaint on our succeeding meeting, that is tomorrow. The reason is to give time to the members of the committee to ponder, decipher, evaluate all the comments and opinions we've heard today. So, if all the members are amenable to that, contrary to what we did yesterday, we concluded our deliberation already about the sufficiency in substance of the Jesus complaint, but we will be voting on this tomorrow afternoon after we are done with our deliberation on the sufficiency of substance of the Masa et al. Complaint. We wish to seek also the understanding of the endorsers and even the complainants in Masa et al. Complaint. Medyo naging exhaustive po ang ating discussion, and we want to give time to the members of the committee to recharge, to have a fresh mind when they listen to the manifestation of position of the endorsers of the Masa et al. Complaint. So on that point, if the endorsers and the complainants as well as the members are all amenable, we will be listening to the manifestation of position on sufficiency and substance of Masa et al. Complaint tomorrow, that is Wednesday, and we will be voting on the sufficiency in substance of both the De Jesus complaint and the Masa et al. Complaint tomorrow as well. Do all the members agree to that? If so, if there are no other matters you would like to discuss in today's hearing, then the chair is suspending our today's hearing until tomorrow, February 4, 2026, 10 o'clock in the morning. The members present today are considered informed in today's hearing. Our hearing is suspended.
Alright, so yan mga kababayan, ha? So kung narinig ninyo yung mga diskusyon, halos lahat sila ay nagsasabi na insufficient in substance. Yung unang impeachment complaint lang. Huwag mo na kayo excited. Bukas pa pag-uusapan o magmamanifest yung nagsampa ng second impeachment complaint kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. So after nun, aalamin kung sufficient ba in substance yung pangalawang impeachment complaint, at pagkatapos magbobotohan na po. Alright? Pero yung una, yung kay De Jesus, mukhang lumalabas insufficient in substance. So kung yung kay Masa et al. Complaint ay napatunayan na insufficient in substance din, ano ang mangyayari? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ito mga kababayan, kapag ang impeachment complaint ay insufficient in substance, ibig sabihin kahit kumpleto ang forma, pero kulang o mahina ang nilalaman para maituring na impeachable offense, ito ang mangyayari. Ibabasura ang impeachment complaint. Nako, marami na naman mag-react ng mga DDS na ito. Sigurado yan. Sigurado yan. Maraming mag-react. Ibabasura ang impeachment complaint sa House of Representatives of the Philippines. Ibabasura ito. Maaring ganito mangyari. Ibabasura ito ng Secretary General kung malinaw na kulang, o i-refer sa Committee on Justice na siyang magdidesisyon na insufficient in substance ito. Ito na nga, nasa Committee on Justice na. So sila magdidesisyon kung insufficient in substance. Ayun nga po yung panonoodin natin bukas. At pangalawa, kapag insufficient in substance, hindi uusad sa plenaryo. Walang plenary na mangyayari. Dahil kulang ang laman, hindi ito aabot sa botohan ng buong Kamara. Wala ring mangyayaring pag-transmit sa Senate of the Philippines para sa impeachment trial. Nako, ito na. Ito yung sinasabi natin . Iiyak ang mga DDS na ito. Okay. Pangatlo, hindi ito may tuturing na valid impeachment case. Legal na parang walang naihain na maayos na kaso. Okay. So, yan mga kababayan ha. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng insufficient in substance? Unang-una, walang sapat na factual allegations. Alright, pangalawa, walang sapat na ebidensya na sumusuporta sa paratang. Panay conclusion lang panay ano lang hindi po factual yung mga inilabas diyan sa De Jesus sa complaint. Hindi malinaw ang koneksyon ng mga akusasyon sa mga impeachable offenses. Walang koneksyon. Hindi malinaw. Ano ba kasi yung mga impeachable offenses? Culpable violation of the Constitution, treason, bribery, graft corruption, other high crimes, betrayal of public trust. So lahat po ng inilabas sila ay wala pong koneksyon doon po sa mga impeachable offenses gaya ng mga sinabi ko. So, abang-abang tayo bukas pero sa tingin ko mga kababayan, mukhang walang itatransmit sa Senado kasi dyan pa lang sa House of Representatives malamang ay ibasura na ang impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kaya doon sa mga abangers diyan, umasa doon sa mga umaasa na mai-impeach ang Pangulo, sorry na lang po. Mukhang hindi po ata mangyayari yan. Pero abang-abang tayo mga kababayan. Abang-abang tayo bukas. Malay ninyo, magmilagro. Pero sa tingin ko kasi, wala. Mukhang ibabasura itong impeachment complaint. Gusto nga ngayon gusto na nga magbotohan ni Vice Chair Excited masyado At si Congressman Abante, basura daw natin yan. Wag na, relax lang muna, relax. Binigyan pa ng pagkakataon ni Chairman Luistro yung mga miyembro na pag-aralan mabuti yung napag-usapan para naman na walang masabi yung complainant. 'Di ba? Mas maganda po yung yung pinag-aralan mabuti kaysa naman yung minadali. 'Di ba? Alam niyo ba, maraming mga didilis na nag-aabang diyan mga abangers. 'Di ba? So, yan po mga kababayan. Pag tayo bukas, panoorin natin kung ano mangyayari. Pero sigurado bukas po, mababasura na yung impeachment complaint kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Alright, so yun lang po muna mga kababayan. Tutok-tutok lang po dito sa Batang Maynila to. Sa iba pang updates, ingat po tayong lahat. God bless po.